myself to it. Hey guys, I am on the Zoom meeting in the wholesaling community platform. We're talking about the Driving for a Dollar challenge that we've had going on. So I wanted to put this on social media. I've got the banner up there. If you're watching this, go to my.wholesalingpartners.com. Sign up if you're not already a member, and jump into the events tab and you can join the Zoom meeting. Okay, so I'm going to leave this running, but we're on the Zoom over here. All right, I'm back. I was talking to both audiences here, so you got to excuse me. Terry-Ann, where are you, man? You got your camera off. You at work or something? Oh, you're just in the car. That's all right. Let's let some more people in here. Got Yvonne here. We got Diana coming in. Damon, Scott. Everybody's here. Pop your cameras open if you can, everybody. Hey, Hank, how you doing? Yeah, that's what it's about. I just did a real quick live from the car. I was at Chick-fil-A and I did a live video real quick. But that's what I mentioned on there. We do this is the challenge to keep everybody, to engage everybody and pump everybody up. But really, you've got to challenge yourself to do this every day, right? We get you going, but every day you've got to keep doing what you've been doing and get out and look for properties and contact with the owners and all that, and just challenge yourself to keep it up, because that's the hard part, right? It's easy when you've got Matt or me, saying, get out there and do it, get out there and do it. But when you've got to do it by yourself, that's when you need to get, stay pumped up. And that's the purpose of wholesaling partners, right? Get in there and make your own challenge with somebody else and say, hey, let's do this, and let's, I want to keep doing that on an ongoing basis, having the challenges. Yvonne, you're in here twice. That's weird. It's like there's two of you. But it's, but that's the secret, right? Just to keep doing it. I can do that. Yeah, I think we're going to, and I want to take a poll today, but I think we try to do this again in 30 days. I think end of March, we tee it up again and get some more people on here, and give everybody else a chance to win some prizes, and just crank it out again. Very, very cool. Let's, Matt, let's start off by, we've had a few people really step up, really step up and hit this thing hard. And if they would be, so inclined, I'd like to, call out on a couple of them and just get their feedback on the event, and what they've learned from it. And if you wouldn't mind unmuting and telling a little bit about the experience, why don't we start with Tyrone? You want me to unmute you, man? Here we go. Can you hear me, Tyrone? Oh, there you go. Tell us, because I know you've been crushing it, right? You've been going out and doing a lot. So, tell us what you've thought of the challenge, and have you learned anything from it? And just kind of give us your overall, opinion. Right? Yeah. Had a call or two too, didn't you? Yeah. Well, keep crushing it, man, because you're doing phenomenal, right? And if you Hey guys, if you're watching on social media, hop on Wholesaling Partners, mywholesalingpartners.com. Join our Zoom meeting right now where we're talking about the Driving for Dollars challenge. Awesome. Awesome, Tyrone. Appreciate it, man. Hey, Terry, can you hop on real quick? My man, now you had a deal that didn't pan out, but it was a great test run for you, right? Tell us about that real quick. Right. Which is surprising because it's a pretty ugly house. Right. All right. So you just continue to keep doing it. So that's great, man. That is great. Well, you keep going and they are going to pay off, right? Because you just keep building up that pipeline, right? You keep getting all those leads. You're going to continue to get calls and all of that. So that's awesome, man. Appreciate it. Uh, yeah, man. You're doing just like Tyrone, man. You're getting out. You're getting a lot of properties in there. So do keep doing what you're doing, and it's gonna pay off. All right, man. I'm glad to have you in the community. Hey, Jose, you on here? I know he's on here, but maybe he might not be able to unmute because he works other stuff. I know Diana and Yvonne been out there doing it too. They even like flew and met each other, like from Texas and Florida. I mean, like they're like hardcore, right? But Jeanette went out and looked at a property. Jeanette, you want to hop on and talk about that real quick? There she is. Hey there. Tell us about your scary experience real quick. Yeah. Yeah, you'll find more. And like, thanks, Jeanette. I appreciate it. Like I told everybody, Terry Ann and Jeanette going out to look at properties. I said, just master the process, right? Don't worry so much about I've got to get this deal, but just master like the marketing, the phone call with the person. Are they motivated? Going to look at the property, taking pictures, calculating the numbers. Just master each part of the process and then eventually you'll start closing deals. It will just be automatic. So, but thanks to everybody for giving the input, and I really appreciate it of your experience. And Matt, where we going to go from here? Let's talk about some stuff. Yeah. Exactly. I tell my wife that with with stuff at work when she's has to present or do different things and she's nervous about it. I said that just means you're growing, right? If you're comfortable all the time, you're not growing. So anybody, yeah, did anybody else talk to an owner or make a get any calls or anything yet? I think those were the main ones. I think like everybody was reaching out to me. W- Yes, correct. No, I think that's it. I think, like you said, we've done the marketing. We've talked, people have started to talk to property owners. I think now we need to go into the comping, after we have that conversation and determine that they have motivation to sell, right? Then we need to get into the numbers and be able to figure out if it's a deal. Yeah, we can. Yes. Hey guys, if you're watching this on social, hop on my.wholesalingpartners.com, register if you're not already a member, and hop over into the events tab and join the Zoom meeting going on right now. No. No, let's talk about marketing. I've got Jose can't hop on, but he's asking a question in chat about getting to the owners of occupied properties. He said that seems to be a little bit more challenging and wants to know some of the best follow-up strategies on vacant and the best way to connect with the owners of occupied homes. Right. So we'll cover that in when we get to the to the marketing section. But really, Jose, I think you're just going to on the properties where maybe it's an absentee owner, it's a rental property. You're going to use the contact information for the owner, call them, send a postcard to them, on all that. I personally don't like door knocking, especially if it's a rental house. That's not a good not a good strategy. So but you can get with me on that, Jose. We can talk about that in private too. So And I like that about the templates because you can go in there and customize them and maybe say, hey, what's going on with your vacant house, or whatever, what's going on with your St. Petersburg house, or so you can do things that make it more personal, that are going to get the person's attention more. You're putting a picture of their house on the postcard. You're putting the city on the postcard. You're saying something about it being vacant or being, whatever. So it's really, you can do so much with that. You can take a picture of you standing in front of the house so they see you and the house, like, oh, this person was there. They really took a picture of the property, right? So many things you can do with this mail. This not like a generic, oh, just send postcards out. It's very, very customizable. You and like we talked real quick, like we talked about before, if you guys want to build a cash buyers list, you can pull up a list of corporate owned cash buyers in your city, customize a postcard and say, hey, I know you're buying in Tampa. I saw you just bought this property, or I see you're buying properties in Tampa. Would you like to be added to my cash buyers list, right? Because those people are buying. Hey, if you guys are watching on social media, hop over to my.wholesalingpartners.com. If you're not a member, join the community. Hop over to the events tab and join the live Zoom meeting going on right now. The cash buyer. Oh, a house flipper. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it in there. But yeah, very cool. You guys have so many filters in there now. Yeah. Yeah. I think people, you have to stay organized, but sometimes I think people try to overdo it, right? Um, they get so caught up in the technology and the CRMs and this and that that they don't go out and just work, right? Because at the end of the day, just working, keep a list, mark it in here, have a simple CRM. That's you. People just they try to make too much of it. They're like, oh, I've got to have this complex system, right? And again, I'll go back to my original story. When I started driving for dollars, I had no CRM, I had no business cards, I had no website, I had no app, I had no nothing. And I had a notepad, I had letters, I had a roll of tape and a highlighter. And I would just went out and did it. And that's what everybody's got to understand. All this stuff is great, right? And Deal Machine's great because it helps you market, and you don't have to go back like we used to have to do in the old days and skip trace people on county sites to find out where they live and their phone numbers and all that stuff. So this is a great tool, right? And CRMs are great tools and all that, but just get out there and freaking do it, right? That's the key to it. And get Deal Machine and go out and drive for dollars and not worry about anything else and just close deals. Yeah. Right. I would say you what you want to ask yourself is what I'm doing right now going to get me a deal, right? And if it's thinking about what you should name your LLC, that's not going to get you a deal, right? If it's throughout the color scheme for your business cards, it's not going to get you a deal. What's going to get you a deal is getting out in your car and driving for dollars, taking phone calls, talking to people, go looking at houses, calculating the offer, making the offer, and doing deals. And none of the other stuff. I mean, if you want to do that after you close some deals, right? You've got some money in the bank and you're like, I would like a pretty business card or I would like this or that, then do it. But the very most important thing is just getting a deal, right? And I think, people do all the other stuff as I think even if it's subconsciously as an excuse not to just go out and do it, right? If they think, oh, I've got these 30 things that, as soon as I get these done, I'm going to go out and do a deal, but I've got to get these off the plate first. And it's just an excuse not to start. Right. 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 Exactly. Right. Because people honestly, some people mess with that for years. right? I've seen people do, and got to buy a course. I got to, I got to get some business cards. I got to do an LLC. What kind of LLC should I have? Should it be a corporation or should it be an LLC or should it be, a C corp or, and I'm like, wait, what are you doing? Just do it. Just go do something, right?
I did, and the new work came along, but I'm done with it for another while. Oh.
very cool. It's cool because you guys, ChatGPT is cool, but the ability to pull in the property data is what makes it cool, right? So it will personalize the text message for you, or the numbers on the property, and knows what the mortgage amount is. That's what makes Alma really cool. Somebody's going to win pro today. Yeah, Tyrone, got his hand up. Yeah, I started to say you could actually, Tyrone, you can ask Alma that very question. How much profit are you calculating in this? Because anybody that doesn't use like ChatGPT or Alma or anything, all these systems now with the AI, it's on a chat model. So you just talk to it, you ask it what you want to know, right? So it's not pre-programmed with specific answers. I mean, you can ask it anything. No, man, I know you've got a hard cutoff at 2, so uh, keep rolling. Hey guys, we're on a Zoom meeting over in the Wholesaling Partners community. So if you want to hop on, join mywholesalingpartners.com and sign up for the community and hop over the events tab and join us on the Zoom meeting.
Yeah, so I say, everybody stop drawing on the screen. Yeah, it's nice tool, nice comping tool. Yeah, my advice would be don't get too buried in it, right? Again, I'm going to make it like simple. Use the comping tool in here. Look at the price per square foot on your comps, and you know, use that on the square footage on your property. Look at, look at Zillow, look at Redfin, just get a rough estimate. Everybody that comes in is going to comp it a little different, like all your buyers and all that stuff. So you just need to be close. People always have this debate on, is Zillow price, comp tool good, and this one and that one. Just take an average of all of them and go with an average, and be done with it, right? You don't have to be to the dollar. You're never going to be to the dollar. It's an estimate, right? There's no exact, right? So get as close as you can, get the deal done, and move on. Yeah. Yeah, that's the idea. And what we're doing, we just put someplace in place for Texas and South Carolina and some different states. But I'm putting somebody in charge of each state, a state ambassador that has years of experience, that are going to do, either weekly or biweekly Zoom meetings, so you can get on and ask questions. So they're going to be the person, in addition to me, that you would reach out to and ask a question about a property in Texas or in Michigan or in South Carolina, because a lot of times, I know how to calculate numbers, but somebody else is going to know the market better than I am in a lot of cases. So I'm trying to put somebody in place like that for every state, so you can reach out to them and say, hey, I've got this property, I'm working a deal on it. What should I do here? And then have those people available for you. So, all right. Deals happen quick, man. You want to get to the point where you can, I mean, you're going to get to the point where you can, you might be able to give them a price on the spot, because you know your market well. I would shoot for at least a day, right? Say, go out, look at the property, say, hey, I'm going to go back to my office, run the numbers, and I'll give you a shout by this time tomorrow with an offer, right? You don't want to wait a week, right? You want to do it quickly, right? So, yeah. Um, and um, I want to ask real quick before we go on and do like any prize drawings.
who wants to do, who would be interested in doing this again next month? Or if some people, we've got people on here that didn't do it last month, in the chat, raise your hand if you want a Driving for Dollars challenge at the end. What was that? At the end of March, if we do it like around March 20th. Who is that? Somebody, I think somebody's praying. Oh, okay. All right. All right. We got a couple of people raising their hands. Damon's. Yeah. So anyway, if you guys want to keep doing this, we'll do it. I'll do it, every 6 weeks, or, we'll come up with a schedule. If you guys want to keep doing it, I'll keep doing it, and I'll keep talking Matt into doing it. Yeah, we got some people saying yes. So yeah, let's keep rolling with it. So, all right, man, we got some, yeah, everybody's raising their hands. So cool. Let's do it. Let's give away something.